Here we go. You know what? I know. Sauce in the City is my favorite show. I know, yes. Brenda is my girl, don't you know?
I just love that intro. Shout out to King Dave. Welcome to Sauce in the City late night PG-13 comedy game show where me and my squeaky clean funny friends try to keep it PG for the general public consumption. However, this is a live show, so I'm still only responsible for the intros because as I read it, the PG and PG-13 stands for parental guidance, meaning parents should be involved in deciding whether their children should watch the movie or, in our case, the content. So, parents, this isn't a hands off event. You still have to kind of tune in. All right. So I said we had funny friends in the studio, squeaky clean, that is, and I meant it. Our first one up is a Venus, the indigenous negress. I love that. I don't even have to read it anymore. Unmute your mic.
I was trying to give you time to brace yourself for the energy that is coming with me. You see, I got my forest. I'm at home right now.
I love it that you are at home relaxing because that sends me some relaxing energy so I can just calm down. It's been quite a week for me. So I need to hear your best story of the week.
The best story of the week. Let's see. I got a grandson that turned 12. And
Woo!
yeah, we let him pick where we were going to dine out. And he took all day the long and then told us that we had to go an hour away to eat. So we had a good night's sleep that night after going to the all you can eat buffet.
Okay. All you can eat buffet.
An
Uh,
hour away. So
oh,
we got to take that nice road trip. We got to look at a wonderful trees and spend some good quality time hemmed up one up on top of one another in the car, spending that good quality time. And
okay. Well, that's really great because it's a great segue because this is season 3 and it is all about comedians who cook. So, on this road trip at this all you can eat buffet that's an hour away, what was your favorite thing that you ate?
you know, I gotta say that I was in the mind for some fried chicken. So of course the garlic and herb baked chicken was my fave.
Ooh, that would have been my favorite too. So, who's your herb baked chicken of the episode?
Oh my goodness, y'all got so many delicious choices. Though, I feel like orange is a great color for discussion. So I'm gonna say, can we talk to Joey Lee?
Joey Lee, welcome back to the stream, my friend.
Hey, I just came back from Washington, D.C., and I'm now a red hat guy.
It
Oops.
looks
It's Let
really
Get Ready to Funny production. Oh, it's a Phil Page hat.
yay! And
Oh, I thought it was like part of some secret society. I guess
he
not.
he didn't sign it.
Phil Page or Donald Trump?
Oh, well,
Neither.
I would hope Phil Page, but because your orange hat is signed, so I would have thought, Anywho, I was asking Venus right before she called you to the screen. I've had a really a heck of a week, so I need some good vibes. So tell me the best thing that happened to you this week.
Oh, well, I spent 4 days with Funny Man Green, Jimmy and Phil Page, Jimmy Hayes, especially Phil and Jimmy, uh, gave put together a nice week of shows for me to be involved with, and we're very hospitable. Jimmy's got a beautiful house and a wonderful wife, and they just treat me like a king. So
Aw.
hats off
Well,
to them. Here, you can have this one.
well, don't say that too loud. 7 million.
Am I still here talking? Okay, okay. Just real quick, Venus, you got something written on your under your name that should is kind of bad. You might want to change that. Okay. Well, I guess my Brenda loves long something.
Don't say it.
I didn't say
Hope.
it.
Yes, and while I'm back here dying, well, that sounds amazing, and I'm so happy that you got to actually pull off your trip to Washington D.C. and meet the fellas and get on stage. But season 3 is all about comedians who cook. So, um, now I haven't been around you a whole lot, Joey. So I don't know if you can cook, but if you can, what's your favorite thing to cook?
Well, I don't cook, so um, my favorite thing to eat, um,
What's the favorite thing that Lily cooks for you?
barbecued ribs. They were
Ooh,
very good.
yum. So Joey Lee, you don't cook at all.
Pretty much.
I love it. Sounds like my kind of people. All right, Joey Lee, who's your barbecue rib of the show?
Okay, well, let me think. There's two left, right? Or no, there's three left. Let's go with Jimmy.
Jimmy George Hayes. It could have been 100 left, and he was still going with you. Welcome to the screen, Jimmy George Hayes Jr. You got to say the whole name. Uh, it's
Yes,
good to
ma'am.
have. What'd you say?
I said, yes, ma'am.
Yes, it's good to have you back. And I heard Joey Lee going on about some 4-day trip. So I won't even ask you the question. Just tell me how you saw it.
Uh, Hey, it was a great opportunity to see Sauce in the City Brethren come out and enjoy himself from Ohio, and of course, I got to meet Funny Man Green, so it was a pleasure. I had a great time, and to top it off, one day we went to go eat breakfast at the establishment, and somebody came in and said, "I'm picking up everybody's tab in here," and they paid for everybody's food, so we got a free breakfast out of the deal. That's a great day.
Holy,
And they stopped me from paying. I was going to pay. They're like,
that
Joey,
is
did you
a
hear what they
great
said?
day. That is a super great day. It sounds like it out in the neighborhood. Um and I had to quiet Joey down because I got a question. In meeting all of them, what was your biggest surprise?
Um, I didn't know Funny Man Green was as short as he was. You know, when we see him on screen, he's lifting up packages. So I thought he was about 6'3", 6'4". And when he came in person, he was a little shorter, so that threw me off.
I love it. Well, I am so glad that all of you guys got to meet up on screen. Sounds like a comedian producer's dream. So season 3 is still all about comedians who cook and all about the food. So I'm curious to know what is one thing that one of these fellas made for you with their bare hands?
Ooh, ooh. I guess if I was sleeping and dreaming, I would say a Caesar salad.
So y'all just stuck to going out eating, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, a bachelor's party, it sounds like. All right. So, who's your Caesar salad of this episode? So, because, yeah, she came in under the um under the beeper. Santana. My girl. All right. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Ha. We were talking about positive vibes and me in needing of them. In need of them. Yes, there you go. So what is the best thing that happened to you this week?
This week, my boss, I don't know if I'm really allowed to say this for the PG-13, but at the Ren Fair, the booth that I break for, they have a giant refrigerator in the back of their booth, and there's at any given time at least 3 packs of White Claw.
Okay, well, nobody else knows what White Claw is, so except for adults, and so that's okay. PG-13, long as code words are always allowed. Welcome to the PG-13 episode, but it is good to see you, and I'm glad that your boss puts condiments in the refrigerator for you guys to enjoy.
Sure.
This is season three. So it's all about the food and drink. So I think you're right on par. Now we have one more in the studio, and you guys didn't say his name fast enough. So who's our what is it called, Santana?
Wild card?
No, what is the thing in the refrigerator?
Oh, White Claw.
Okay, so who's the white claw of this episode? Anybody?
Funny Man Green.
There you go. There you go. Funny man green to the stream. Welcome, my working day and night brother.
I thought you all was playing Monkey in the Middle with me or something.
Okay, keep talking.
Oh, I just said I thought you all was playing Monkey in the Middle with me. And George said was talking about how small I was. I didn't know he was that big. He looked like a wrestler. I thought he was doing Mike and Blake. Listen here, brother. Oh,
Well, let's just get him off of the stream because we have to check in and out with Funny Man Green. But thank all of you guys for joining me tonight. I'm hoping that he can get down with the games because we are going to start with our first game of Tap In. This game is included in your comedy game card decks and can be purchased for you to play with your family, friends, and family for the holiday season. The instructions are very, 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 very simple. I'm just going to ask a bunch of random, very easy questions that everybody on this screen should know. And the cast will respond by the first one turning off their camera and yelling tap in, will be awarded the chance to answer the question for the 5 points. Everybody with me? Okay, what are you doing?
Being noisy. I didn't do it.
Yeah, oh no, I saw her hands gear up for the noise. Um, put the potato chips
Mhm.
down. All right. So, because we are at the beginning of the game and this is our kind of first tester game, we must always award a point taker. So, anybody volunteering for that spot?
I'm too tired.
Okay,
Okay, let's you
Venus
do it.
got the thumbs up for the point keeper. She's been very meticulous these episodes because I think she's doing something with it. And it'll be a surprise, but I think she's doing something with it. All right, so we have a point taker. I'm going to be the timekeeper, but we do need an authenticator. So who wants to do that? And the authenticator is just the person who Googles things in case there's an argument about an answer. Okay, I guess I'll do that too.
I
All
mean,
right.
yes.
It's all good, all good. So, in this game of tap in, we're only going to do one in the interest of time because I've got some other things I want to get to. And this is going to be an unusual version because I am going to put an image on the stream and I'm going to ask a question about the image and I will pull the image down and the first person to turn their screen off and yell tap in will be afforded to answer the question. Everybody understand how that goes? Okay. If you do it before I finish the question, you will be disqualified.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can one of the commentators be an authenticator?
No.
Okay.
Um, all right. So everybody understands the rules of how this one is going to go, right?
I think so.
All right.
Yes.
So this is the photo. We were looking at it in the green room. This is three of my favorite funny fellas. And actually, I think I'm going to do a couple of questions based on this photo. So everybody take a good look at it, right? All right. So who is the only one without a hat?
Tap in.
Tap in.
Tap
Jimmy
in.
George Hayes.
Tap in.
Answer.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr.
That is correct for the 5 points. All right, everybody screens on. Okay, I'll show the photo again. Which one is the only one that has a number on their clothing?
Tap in. Tap
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 in.
in.
Up,
Tap in.
Joey
Tap in.
Lee, because all of you guys turned the cameras off but did not yell tap in. All right, Joey Lee, camera on, even though you did it backwards.
Oh, that was me. 7. Wearing 7.
That is correct for 5 points. All right, last one. I'm going to put the picture back on the screen and I'm going to introduce Insane back into the fold. Y'all say hello to Insane.
Hello.
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 Remembering.
Hello. How are you
Hello.
Which
all?
Hey, what's
comedian
up,
had
this thing?
red?
Tap in.
Tap in.
Venus. Very nicely done.
Tap in.
Venus, camera on.
That was Funny Man Green that had on a reddish tone.
That is correct. Everybody, cameras on. And thank you guys for playing along in this special edition of Tap In. I think we'll do it more often. But shout out to the three fellas in the photo, Joey Lee, David Green, and of course, Jimmy George Hayes Jr. All right. And that takes us to the sponsor spotlight. Oh,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
sponsor spotlight,
Sponsor.
y'all.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah,
sponsor
yeah, yeah,
spotlight.
yeah.
Oh,
And word.
buy your
I
card.
love when I have backup. It always does my heart good. This is one of my favorite segments because it gives me a chance to go pee and we get to talk about special faces, spaces, and places that we bumped into along the way. It came really quick during this episode, but we're gonna roll with it. All right. I only have one video that is a PG-13 video, so hopefully I'll get some more. But until then, I hope you guys enjoy it for the 5 millionth time. Here we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
December 6, 2020 was a great night. It was the night that I was able to go and finally get on that stage in Vegas. It's a night that everybody looks forward to. I think back of that, I think that of a famous quote, Las Vegas is a place you go to escape reality, but the reality is that what happens there will follow you for the rest of your life. And that is definitely true in my case, and I hope it is in yours as well. So many games, so much fun, so much time I got to spend with Brenda Brown and the rest of the crew. What we were doing was big, it was exciting, it was a lot of fun. What we didn't know was what Brenda Brown was working on behind the scenes to make a bigger stage for all of us. Brenda Brown had a vision to bring everything from the screen to the stage, and so Sauce City Live was born. From the pre-show promotions to the pre-stage bonding, so many comedians from all over the country gathered in one place, Las Vegas, all from the vision of one person. Brenda had a vision to take all the games that we played on screen and put them on the stage in Las Vegas. And Sauce in the City is still going strong today. This is the first annual comedy family reunion. Congratulations, Sauce in the City, for making it 4 years in service. Brenda believed it was important to give everybody the platform to shout out the people that truly inspire you. I'd like to take the time to shout out the people that truly inspired me during my stint with Sauce in the City. Jimmy Howe for introducing me to Sauce in the City. Charlie Mack for all the help behind the scenes. Darrell Hearns for the inspiration. Willie C. Smith, the Colorado comic, for his loyal support to the platform, Sauce in the City, and for all the guidance that he gives the newcomers. The very funny and amazingly talented Lisa Wood, and to the person that without none of this is possible, Miss Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child. A very special thank you to UBSN TV, Roku, The Artifice Las Vegas, Sarah, your bartender, and Morpheus to provide the stage to make tonight possible. Congratulations, Sauce in the City. I can't wait to see what you do next.
And that was a sponsor spotlight.
I'm a red hat. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, I'm
Talking
really
about the
not
sponsor
that. Yeah.
spotlight, yeah. Do, 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 do.
We love
And
you, Zach.
we're wooka 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 the remix. Shout
Yup,
out to
yup,
Jim
yup, yup.
Zachary Jr. for the video. I always appreciate and love this video, and I will continue to play it until I get a new one. All right, so on to the opening act of the episode. And as you guys know, I could play a warmed over video, or I could choose from some of the awesome talent that we have in the studio tonight. And I always choose the latter of the two. This is always a cast vote, so everybody gets a chance to say. I can't wait to see what the cast chooses this time. All right, Venus, the indigenegress, who opens up the episode for us tonight?
You know what? I'm feeling like I want to hear what Mr. Clean's going to bring. So I'm gonna go ahead and call on Joey Lee, please.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. All right, Joey Lee, you got one vote, but you know you get one vote. So who takes us into the episode?
I want to hear Funny Man Green because half of his set is about me.
Okay. Well, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., we got one for Joey and one for Funny Man Green. Which way will you go?
I'm going to follow Venus's lead. I'm going with Joey Lee.
Ooh, I like how you guys stick together. All right, Funny Man Green, who opens the episode?
Joey.
All right, Santana. Joey seems to be in the lead, but you still have a vote. So, who would you like to see take us into the episode?
Well, I like to support the latecomers, so let's get Mr. Insane. Is he still with us?
Insane in the membrane, insane in the brain. Um, okay, well, he disappeared. That was quite a magic act, but who do you want to see take us into the episode?
I'd like to see Funny Man Green, but he's kind of working, so that's fine. Joey Lee, I haven't seen him in a while, and he's been performing his Tuchus off, so maybe he's got a 3 minutes left in him. My cat here is trying to photobomb us, so
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I guess Funny Man Green uh would have been in there, but Joey Lee done what did you call oh Lord. Okay, well, your cast has thrust you into the spotlight. So I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock. It does not have to be jokes, but for the love of late night, rest of the cast.
Make it
make it
funny.
Okay, since you guys always hammer me about doing the same material, of course, this past week I did it all 4 times. 3 of the 4 they laughed. So, well, I'm gonna go down with some stuff you probably never heard. Okay, can I go? Oh, people say I blew cheese, but I'm more of a French dressing guy. I went fishing and I caught my own shadow. For Halloween, if I forget my clothes, I'm just the guy streaking through IKEA. I said this is material you never heard, you may never hear again. I had a wet dream. My waterbed squirted. Let's see. I'm not really a bedwetter. I go straight to solids. I tried playing chess, but my pawns wanted more money. Let's see. My friend is so dumb. He wears a Oh, I can't say that word. Sorry. I caught myself. Okay. Um, I was so broke this past Christmas, I regifted all my Visa gift cards. I bought a sleeping bag and it keeps me awake. I tried singing in the shower, but my shampoo called the police. I tried to take a nap, but my bed refused to work overtime. I got a parrot and it teaches me bad words. People say I have my head on tight. I think I have a screw loose. I used to do Coke, but I switched to Pepsi because my doctor said it stains my teeth less. I like that one. Let's see. Um, let's see. Oh,
out.
I used to have weed, and then I got a lawn service, so now I have grass. No, I'm not going to tell that one. Um, no, I can't tell that one. Oh, my girlfriend has an hourglass figure. Too bad all the sand sticks to one spot. I have a friend who wants to have benefits with me. Uh, but I said, no way, you can't use my Costco card. Okay, can't do that one. Let's see. Can't do that. Definitely can't do that one. Can't do that one either. Um, oh, I took my girlfriend to a candlelight supper at um, at the Waffle House. The power was out. Oh, um, when I was let's see, how does this go? Um, when when I was a kid, I was an ugly duckling, but now I'm an ugly swan and I have tattoos on my neck. You can't really see them.
Okay. Time is up on that one. All right. Well, that was an interesting 3 minutes, and we've all kind of waited a long time for that one. But we are going to hop into our new game section. This is a new game alert. Please do not try this at home yet because we have not figured out what we are doing on these new games. Therefore, they are not in your card decks that you can purchase to play at home, but you can play along in the audience if you can kind of keep up. This is a game that I love, and I've named it Snake Out. And this is where two of our comedic cast go head to head, and we then do a cast vote, eliminating one by one until we get to the last one. And the last one has the one and only sole vote as to who wins the round and collects the 10 points. Are you guys with me so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, because these two were on stage together, I am indubitably going to put them in the opening act together. So, welcome back to the stream, Jimmy George Hayes Jr. And I am going to put 3 minutes on the clock and quiet Insane's little crackling mic down so that we can get a clean copy of this. 3 minutes on the clock. It does not have to be jokes, but for the love of late night and to win this round, rest of the cast.
Make it funny.
Hooray!
What's up? What's up? Yeah, I'm living my best life. I just celebrated a birthday in the month of October. Give it up, give it up.
Whoop, 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 whoop,
I'm getting
whoop.
older. I'm getting older. I'm closer to 70 than I am 30. And I know some of y'all trying to add it up, especially those who went to public school. You know, I'm not gonna tell my age. My body will tell you my age. It's one of those things when you get a little older, you know, you kind of view life from a different lens. I remember back in the days when we used to play games for free, you know, curveball, kickball, pull my finger, you know, those games, those are free games. But when you get my age, you got to be careful with pull my finger because what you think is going to happen, something different happens. You have to excuse yourself and go, you know, do some other things, you know. You know, as a kid, when I was going on vacation, I always like, when are we going to get there? You know, you kind of look at the mileage, you know, to your final destination. When you get my age, you got a different outlook on going to vacation because what you're looking for is the sign to the next restroom stop. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one of those things that things just don't stay in your system as much as they used to. And I find myself coming out of the restroom thinking to myself, man, did I just go to the restroom? I find myself going back in there. So I don't know what my body trying to tell me. You know, when I was younger, I used to have a term, man, I got to jump out of bed and go to work. Now it's called ease out of bed. And when you get my age, you turn to the side of the bed and start rubbing on your knees. And then you got to do that rocking back and forth to kind of 1, 2, jump up. I made it out of bed. That's an achievement when you get older. So all you young people out there, hey, be proud that you can, you know, hold your stuff going from Virginia to Florida. Be glad that you can ride a bicycle and jump rope. Because the last time I tried to jump rope, I ended up in an emergency room because I displaced my hip.
Oh,
It ain't
no.
no fun getting older, y'all. I'm still living though. That's half the battle. Peace.
30 seconds under, but we'll take it. All right. So those are our two opening acts, and Venus, the indigenous negress, Funny Man Green, Santana, and Insane have all heard your funny. So because Joey Lee is freshly back to our screen, we'll fill him in on, step by step. So, Joey Lee, what we are going to do is we're going to choose back and forth between you and Jimmy of contestants to eliminate. If you think they will vote for Jimmy, you should eliminate them, because the last person standing will be the one and only sole vote as to who takes the round and the 10 points. Are you with me?
Yep.
Okay, so we will do the mini game of what's the number in my head to decide who gets to pick, or who gets to decide who picks first. All right, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. Joey Lee, since you're newly back to the screen, we'll let you go first. What number am I thinking of?
4.
Ooh, good number. Jimmy, what about you?
In Price is Right fashion, 5.
And in Price is Right fashion, you are the winner. The number that I am thinking of is 7, because it is 72 degrees and clear here in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, Jimmy, who picks first?
Who you want me to pick first, you mean?
No, who between you and Joey Lee
Oh, okay.
picks
Oh,
first?
I'll let Joey go first.
You'll let Joey go first. All right, Joey Lee. Between the four contestants that I've named, who gets the chop?
I don't remember Santana laughing much.
Okay, using the ears to figure it out. I like it. All right, Santana. Joey Lee has picked you to eliminate. Did he have a reason to worry? Who took that round?
Well, so I was backstage because my stream was being stupid. That's why you couldn't hear me laughing at either one of you. But I do feel like Jimmy George's bit was a little bit more fluid, like it had like a storyline going to it. So I probably would have voted for him anyway.
Okay, Joey Lee, very good. You eliminated one of Jimmy George Hayes Jr.'s votes, which is the name of the game. All right, Jimmy, who it gets the hiya?
I'm gonna go with Insane because he came on late.
Oh, okay. That's a good theory. All right, Insane. He says because you came on late, you probably didn't get to hear all of everything. Did he have reason to worry? Who took that round?
He should have gone with someone else because at least his material floated, made sense. Joey was funny, but some of it just I must have missed the train. But it's okay because I must have a screw loose where his is too tight. I don't. I have a cat problem.
Oh, well, I think Jimmy, you stepped on your own toes, because Insane would have definitely given you his vote. So, Joey Lee, who gets the pew 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 next?
Um, I'm gonna, I'm gonna go with Venus because I think I heard Funny Man Green laughing,
Shots fired.
Okay, let's
and he
check.
he saw the other night, and I was kind of doing something similar, and people were laughing.
I definitely was laughing at the little trail offs about how you couldn't tell the joke. That was certainly funny. All right, Venus. Joey Lee picked you because he heard no laughter. Did he have reason to worry? Who took that round?
Well, I would like to say that I did have my mic muted to make sure that I wasn't messing up his bit or distracting him. But he's got a point. I would have had to go with Jimmy George Hayes Jr. on that one.
Okay, well, Joey Lee seems to have caught the name of the game, eliminating your votes, Jimmy. So the last person in the studio, right? Yep, the last person that has a vote is a funny man Green, and he is the one and only sole vote. God bless us all. All right, funny man Green, they left it up to you. Who took that round for the 10 points?
Yes, you. I don't know if your mic is
You're a
muted or
space
if it's
spider,
just
and
that
it's
bad.
smaller than my head, and we don't hear you.
Oh, it's up to me, huh?
Yes.
Okay, well, let me see. I can't pick this person. Can't pick this person. I'm going with Jimmy George Hayes.
All right, perfect. Jimmy George Hayes, that was definitely delayed. And Santana, because you're a little late, you have to give Funny Man Green's mic about 10 seconds to
Oh, okay.
start working. All right, Jimmy, congratulations on the win.
I heard Brenda
It's
laughing a lot. That's important.
it's good to know that you still got it, and you're not giving it away. So go ahead and take your run around the winner circle and shout out to the Academy for your 10 points.
Hey, I just want to send a shout out to Sauce in the City Late Night PG-13 Comedy Game Show and all those in the chat. Keep the chat going. We love you. Subscribe, like. Hey, it's always a party on Sunday. Woo, woo.
Woo woo. And that was our new game of Snake Out. Like I said, don't try it at home because we still don't know what we're doing. All right, in the name of the new game alert, do not try this at home yet. Um, a game was submitted to me, and I'm going to try to play it with you guys by simply reading the directions alone. Okay, so I'm going to read exactly what was written to me, and you guys are going to do what was written. And in the end, we should have a game, right? Everybody down the clown. This is exciting because I didn't even read it until right before we went live. And I thought to myself, oh, this is going to be so good because this is how games were invented. On Saturdays, we didn't have money to actually, go buy toys. So we had to do the best we could with what we had. So here we go. Ready, everybody? This game is called As the Story Goes. All right, everybody with me? All right. It is a storytelling game. One individual is appointed to keep time and transcribe the story as it has been told. All right. Putting a pin in it there. Who's going to transcribe the story and keep the time?
One person has to do both, or can one person write and one person keep time?
I don't know. This is a new game. What do y'all think?
I think that's too much responsibility for one person. So I think you should have.
Anybody? Nobody
Well,
cares?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay. Venus says she'll do both, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Whew. And earns how, okay, so the person who is doing this earns however many points everyone who participated in the building of the story gains at the end of the tally. So this could be between 5 and 10 points. The rest of everybody else works together to tell a story 3 words at a time for 3 timed minutes. So the time on the clock is 3 minutes. and everybody gets a chance, 3 words at a time, to link this story together. Everybody with me so far? All right. The transcriber will read the words that have been uttered in order. If the story makes sense, 5 points for everyone. If the story makes 0 sense, y'all all win 0 points. Everybody with me?
Okay.
Okay. If it makes sense, it is 5 points for everyone who participated in the making of the story. And if it makes sense and is a good story, everyone gets 10 points. Everybody with me?
Okay.
Okay. Points are lost one at a time for delays and only apply to the person who initiated the delay. Everybody, okay. This is some rules, so we gotta. All right.
Uh,
For example, three people
Hello?
playing. Hold on. 3 people playing had 10 points, except one had a delay. The transcriber would get 10 points, and so would the other 2 players, while the delayed participant would get 9, 8, or 7, dependent on how many delays applied. Okay? So that's how you lose points. If you stutter, it takes you a minute to think of these 3 words, you lose points. So how much of a delay? Anybody?
Uh,
3 seconds.
An or 3 seconds.
3 seconds? That
Yeah,
okay, 3 seconds. That's pretty fast, but okay.
that's
So
cool.
every 3 seconds that there's a delay, they lose 1 point. Am
Yes.
I right on this?
Sounds good.
Okay. And the point
1
taker,
second.
what did you say?
I think he said 5 seconds.
Okay. Are
We'll
we
settle
going with
for 4 or nothing more.
three? Three
Three,
says
three.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr. All right, we're gonna go with 3 for the sake of everybody else agreed. And I can't catch Funny Man Green's opinion quick enough. All right. So, um, actually, okay, so Venus, you're the point keeper and the time person, right? Okay. So we're going to set the clock for 3 minutes. We got it set.
I think Jimmy has a question.
Okay. Jimmy,
How are we going to do the order so we'll know who has to go after who?
I'll do the order. So I'll call your name and just, or actually, the point taker, can you do that too? Or I don't know.
Why
One
don't we?
person has to call the order
Why don't we just go in a circle?
Yeah, how about in a circle?
because everybody's circle doesn't look like everybody else's circle.
I'm in the
That's a
middle.
good. That's a good response.
I'm on the.
Right. Depending on what kind of device you're on, everybody's circle doesn't look the same.
Okay.
So, maybe um Venus, that's why I said, can you do that too? Can you call the names of people or is that too much or
No, I got this. Let's write. I got to write down words. You guys just got to. You guys got to come up with a good story here. So, I got this.
actually I do think that's too much power in one person's hand. So I'm gonna, yeah, that's just too much going on. So I am going to, oh, Steven has his hand raised. Yes.
I can keep a timer here. I guess 3 minutes or 9 seconds.
Okay, at this point we need someone to call cadence.
Establish an order. There's 5 of us. Pick a number
That's
1 to 5.
just you decide. How about that? In this one moment, you just make
Good.
the decision and call the names and keep going in the same order.
All right, Joey Lee.
I'm first.
That's 3 words. Jimmy.
No, wait. You gotta tell them. You gotta say when to start.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Okay, timekeeper, start.
Santana.
Once upon a
Joey.
Time a long, long
Jimmy.
time ago.
words.
Jimmy.
Okay, stop.
That was
Just
long.
hold on. Just because you want to
Oh,
do a certain thing, Joey, it's only 3 words.
Oh,
3.
just 3 words. Okay.
Just 3. Okay? In order to make the game go right, you have to just do what the instructions say. 3 words.
Okay.
All right, start the clock back over at 3 minutes. This is going to be our second time around. 3 words each. All right, Insane, go.
Santana.
Once upon a
Joey.
Time a long.
Jimmy.
How are you?
Funny Man Green.
unmute your mic. Unmute your mic.
Okay. Hey, my cat meowed. Tina. Santana.
Funny Man Green, you can't play this game. Your mic
Sorry,
ain't
I
gonna
don't know
let
what
you.
he said to go with. So there was a
Joey.
Big round hat.
Oh, thank God, TG. Jimmy.
Called Joey Lee.
Me. And he ate a Knish. Santana.
that's 4 words.
That's too many words.
Ate a Knish.
That was very
Finish is 3. That's 1 word.
oh
Right?
sorry.
Whose turn next?
I think it's your turn.
Your turn, Joey.
With peanut butter.
Oh, Jimmy.
And grape jelly.
Me. Threw up then. Santana.
And it was
Joey.
Very gooey and.
Jimmy.
There goes that.
Me. Then I awoke. Santana.
to a fluffy
Joey.
Big round dog.
Jimmy.
Called Snuffy and.
Me. Not my house. Santana.
because it was
Joey.
Overeating his.
Jimmy.
Bad for you.
Me. McDonald's. Loving it. Santana.
nope, I hate.
Say again?
Nope, I hate.
Too many waffles.
Where's the beef?
Not home now.
Because I was
Very hungry today.
Very, very scared.
Adopt a pet.
but don't eat.
Too
Time.
many Knish.
Time. Okay. All right, Venus. Transcribe the story.
I want to, but I missed some words. Okay, I got once upon a time, how are you? There was a big round hat called Joey Lee. Ate a Knish with peanut butter and jelly. Grew up then, and it was very gooey. And there goes that. Then I awoke to a fluffy, big round dog called Fluffy Ann. not my house because overeating is bad for you. I hope I ate, no, nope, I ate too many waffles. Where's the beef? Not home now because I was, and that's as far as I got.
You got I I
Oh,
don't
man.
really know about that story. So what was the rules? How did you get 5 points?
If they work together, you get 5 points to make something that looks like a story. This is somewhat of a story, might not make too much sense, but I think it qualifies 5 points by what the rule sounded like.
Throw it
Okay.
to AI, see what happens.
Ugh.
Okay. And then you get 10 points if what happened?
If it makes some kind of sense and is a good story.
Well, let's go with the vote. What do you think, Joey Lee? Did it make sense and was it funny?
I thought it made sense for what we're trying to do.
I mean, it had me around the big round fluffy dog, and then I don't know, somewhere it cut off. But Jimmy George Hayes, what say you?
I think we worked well together for the 5 points, but I don't think it was a good story, so I don't think we earned 10.
Insane. What say you? Do you think it was worth 10 points?
Absolutely, it made sense to me. I mean, I got my dinner ready here behind me. It, it sounded like a biblical story that was never in the Bible.
Okay.
It's in the Red Sea Scrolls.
Santana, what do you think? Was it
Sure. I'll take the money. I mean, the points. Give it to us. You should be, since we're
but
still working on the rules, we should ask the commenters if it was a good story, and then. But now it's too late for that. Now we're just going to give ourselves 10 points, because yeah,
well, I like somebody who's always down for the home team. She's like, I'll just take the money. All right, we're gonna try to add Funny Man Green back to the screen. Yeah, I was definitely going to ask the commentator Santana. Um, one day you will have my job. I can feel it. Um, and while they are deciding whether it was a great story or not, um, we're going to grade the game because it's a brand new game. And on every brand new game, we do that, right? Um, Sometimes it hurts our feelings and sometimes not. But the person who submitted the game will need to know what the feedback is on the game. So, are we ready to give our opinions? All right. Uh Insane. A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. I had no fun at all. What would you grade that game?
It was fun, rough, rough, rough. I'd give it a, I'd give it a B, unless it's already a copywritten and sold game. Then we can't use it, and I have to cut this out of the replay. But
Okay, I like it. Jimmy George Hayes Jr., A, B, C, D, F, L bomb. I had no fun at all. What would you grade that game?
I would give that. It makes you think. And of course, people can add the 3 word twist to it, and I thought it was fun, so I would give it an A.
Yeah, baby. All right. Well, Joey Lee is not in his seat. So we'll go on to Santana. A, B, C, D, F, L bomb. I had no fun at all. What would you grade that game?
it was pretty fun. But I'm gonna give it a B until we get all the kinks out.
Okay. Definitely love it. Funny Man Green, I'm not sure how much of the game you've seen, but based on what you did get to experience, A, B, C, D, F, L bomb, I had no fun at all.
Well, I had no fun at all because I didn't play. Um, but I'll give it a C. There's some things that have to be worked out.
Okay, definitely. All right, Joey Lee, A, B, C, D, F, L bomb, I had no fun at all. What would you grade that game?
I'm going to give it a C because it really wasn't very hard to come up with 3 words. So maybe making more words, maybe that trips us up more or something like that. Seemed like it was pretty easy to keep it going without a pause.
Okay. All right. Well, uh I think that gave it a what, a B average?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe a low B average because it got 2 C's. But that's just because one person didn't get to play. And his mic wouldn't let him play. Don't blame that on me. That was not my fault. But because Jimmy George Hayes Jr. is back in the house, da 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 da. Do y'all know it's Corny Joke Harvest tonight on YouTube, right? So here's mine. What bird does not deliver babies? Hashtag weigh in, y'all. What do you think?
I've been waiting for this answer. I need to know because I don't think Google's going to tell me that one.
A thunderbird.
A thunderbird. Okay, that's a good answer. Anybody else?
A roadrunner.
Okay,
An
I
early
like
bird
it.
can't deliver
Yeah,
a
I was
baby.
thinking an early bird.
An early bird.
The early bird
Okay.
can't deliver a bird. Can't deliver a baby.
Um. Well, the answer was dun, da, da, da,
A jailbird.
Of
a
course.
jailbird.
Oh my
Shout
god.
out to Chris Elliott, who's been on the show before, answering my corny joke. Actually, if you want to hear the real answer, join us on Friday because I can't say it on this show. So anyway,
Thank you.
so it is corny joke night, and I decided to make it a lot easier for our viewers. It is still hashtag scarecrow. I don't know how much more simpler I can get. If you like the joke, write hashtag scarecrow in the comment section. The person that gets the most hashtag scarecrows wins. It is super simple. That was the old rules, but because it takes people a minute to get this hashtag scarecrow thing going, um, your castmates will be your base votes. So you'll get one for every person who gives you a hashtag scarecrow on the screen. However, the people in the comments um count for 5 points. So everybody on screen, only 1 point. Each person that gives you 1 point. If you get a comment of a hashtag scarecrow, that is 5 points per hashtag scarecrow. And you can only say it once. So don't think you're going to be voting for yourself 900 times. We're just going to cut that out now. All right. Everybody gets to tell one because like our booty holes, everybody's got one and they all stink. So here comes
Oh,
the corn.
wait.
We were close past PG.
Come on, that is the
Right.
technical term for it when you're a kid, okay?
What if your 8-year-old said, "Hey, mom, what's up?" What you
A
No,
just
booty
said.
hole, I would show
derivative.
him what a booty hole was.
That's
I'd
beyond
be
PG as
like,
Oh.
well.
that's your booty hole.
And then you'll be a jailbird.
No, you guys don't show your kids the parts of their bodies.
Not on their actual bodies. Maybe on a picture. Otherwise, you go to jail.
Well, you could do it on a doll
Maybe they
or
teach
a
you.
Also, a
teddy
booty
bear.
hole.
Like you got to be self-aware. And I think 13-year-olds can say booty hole. Nobody? I don't know. All right.
There
Venus.
is biology. It's called a rectum. Let's go to the videotape.
I'm going to ask somebody. All right, Venus, let the corn pop.
I'm a revisit one because it was my grandson's birthday and he did give me the joke. What do you call an elephant with really big ears?
What?
You're
Dumbo.
relevant.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, irrelevant, but you know,
Ir- irrelevant.
irrelevant. Yeah, irrelevant.
Okay. Joey Lee, did that joke have corn in it?
Kinda. It was kind of like some rows were still left, but some were eaten, and it was sort of hmm, not like wah wah wah. It
Oh,
was more.
okay. Little corn, does it deserve a hashtag scarecrow?
You asking me?
Yes.
No.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr. The corn in that one, what do you think?
I would give it a corner, although technology froze her answer as she was saying it, so I think that threw it off a little bit. But I would definitely give her a hashtag scarecrow.
Okay. You got 1 point. All right, Jimmy, that's very generous of you. All right, Insane. Does she get a hashtag scarecrow from you? Was it poppin'?
Absolutely, it was pretty corny. I'm still trying to remember where to laugh.
Now that was corny. All right, Santana. Does she get a hashtag scarecrow from you?
Well, there was one time that I regurgitated one and nobody gave me any scarecrow, so sorry, Venus. I love you.
All right. Funny Man Green. Does she get a hashtag scarecrow from you?
I'm feeling quite Oprah. I'm feeling quite Oprah today. You get a scarecrow. You get a scarecrow. Everybody get a scarecrow.
All right. All right, Venus. Good job. You got how many were you keeping track? 3 points. All right. And so their opinions count for 1 point, but the hashtags in the audience count for 5 points. So let's see if we got um Victoria's Venus. She votes for herself. So hashtag scarecrow. 5 points. All right. Nacho Brian says hashtag scarecrow for the long name Venus. And you got one more. Awesome Crazy says hashtag scarecrow. I was laughing. Lots of love, Venus. More and more. So how many points is that for you?
You said I get 5 for the people in the stream each. That
For
that give me
the
15.
900th time, yes.
Yeah, so 18.
All right. So you realize that that is just for this segment because the person who has the highest score on this game wins the 5 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking. All right, Joey Lee, get your corn on.
Okay. I got to give it a little history of this. Maybe I'll get points on history. So, this lady came in from the bar when we were setting up yesterday, and she's like, "Oh," asked us questions. We're like, "Oh, do you want to be a comedian?" And she said, "Well, I don't know. I might." And I think Jimmy said, "Well, tell us a joke." And this is the joke. What did the river? Oh, and then I used this, and I was the host. So to get the crowd warmed up, I said, "I'm going to tell you a joke, and if it's not very good, probably, but I want you to pretend it's the funniest joke you ever heard. Laugh, scream, hoot, and holler." And they did. But anyways, here's the joke. What did the river say to the ocean?
What?
See you later.
Nothing. They just waved at each other.
All right, Venus. You sense any corn in that joke?
You know what? I do have to say that was a bit corny because I really thought he was going to say "see you later." So I'm going to say, yeah, it is a little corny.
That was funny too, though. Jimmy George Hayes Jr., did you spot any corn in the harvest?
Yeah, I definitely spotted some corn in the harvest, and he did regurgitate a joke, and then told the people that he got it from the bartender. Go figure.
Go figure. All right, insane. You spotting any corn in this cornfield?
Absolutely. He's very corny. He should just stand out there with his arms out. Then Lee will always know where he is.
Santana, you sensing any corn in the cornfield?
It was pretty corny.
I thought so too. All right, funny man Green, did you hear the joke and did you think it was corny enough for you?
Oh yeah, I thought it was corny. Yeah, I heard it twice.
Okay. He said twice. Okay. Well, good for you, Joey Lee. How many points does that make for him, Venus?
Yeah, good question. I want to say that everybody gave him the corn, so he got 4.
All right. Well, you're starting out with four, Joey Lee, but you know that the hashtag scarecrows in the comments section are worth 5 points each. So we are going to start from, oh, well, awesome crazy. He said waved, so he didn't give you a hashtag scarecrow because it seems he was with you on that answer. But you did get one from Victoria's Venus here on camera and also in the audience. So that is 5 more points. Um, Wait, Awesome Crazy says so corny. I've actually told it personally. So that's how corny that is. So that is a grand total of 9 points. Not enough to beat Venus with her corny joke and her total of how many points?
18.
18. All right, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., you got knocked off your your perch on the last episode. Let's see if you can reclaim your fame. Give us your corniest.
All right. I'm gonna go old school. Knock knock.
Who's there?
There.
Theodore.
Theodore,
Theodore
who?
who?
Theodore is stuck. Open it up.
Okay. Venus the Indigenous, was that corny enough for you?
Man, I am concerned for his health and welfare. Not only am I going to get a scarecrow, I'm going to send one to save him and maybe get the door open for him.
He said Theodore stuff. All right, Joey Lee, was there corn in that harvest for you?
I had to think of it for a minute, but I'll say yes. I'm like, what did he say again? Theodorus?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
Theodorus.
got it. Took me
All
a
right.
minute. No, actually,
In
it's less than 3 seconds.
insane. Was it corny enough for you? Did he get a hashtag scarecrow?
Yep.
Santana, what about you?
It was old school, but I'd never heard it before. Or if I had, I don't remember it. So, yay.
Yes. Funny man Green, what do you think? Was there enough corn on that husk for you?
Oh, there was a lot of there's a lot of corn on that junk. That, I mean, I'm glad that the mic was muted. I was cracking up on that.
All right, Venus the Indigenous, that is 5 points for Jimmy George Hayes Jr. Everybody in the studio seems to have thought it was corny. All right, we're starting out with 5 points, and now we're going to go to your audience and see what and whom said what. Oh, hey now, Nacho Brian gave you a hashtag scarecrow. So that is 5 points added. So we're at 10. Then Victoria's Venus doing double duty on screen and in the audience for another 5 points for that corny joke. And then Jimmy Hayes voted for himself twice actually, but it only counts once for 5 points for another hashtag scarecrow. And then Awesome Crazy comes in under the wire for another hashtag scarecrow and a so funny Jimmy. So good for you. How many points is that?
Honestly, I I don't want to say this out loud, but the Nacho Brian Scarecrow actually came in for Jimmy Lee. But I was the first hashtag Scarecrow on Jimmy George. It was Joey Lee for the Nacho Brian one. But if we count it the way you counted it, Brian, I mean, I said Brian. I got Nacho on a brain.
No. Okay, stop. Awesome Crazy was the last comment for Joey Lee, and he said, "So corny, I've actually told it personally." That was the last comment that counted for Joey Lee. Nacho Bryan came in when Jimmy George Hayes started talking,
Well, that's
and
great because that makes him 21. He beaten me.
that makes you 21. Okay, I'm watching these comments like a hawk over here, and I'm giving a good amount of time in between to make sure that I get a good cutoff and a good beginning. I am time. That's what you do in radio. You media. You kind of time these things, right? All
Right.
right, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., you are in the lead. Looks like you're going to be going back to your crown and and your chair. But let's see. All right, Insane, give us your corniest.
Alrighty then. Why is corn so creepy?
Why?
It's always stalking you.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That was
ooh.
pretty corny. All right, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., uh was there any corn on that for you?
It was some definitely corn on that cob, so you get a hashtag Scarecrow from me.
Because it's always stalking you. Joey Lee, you didn't seem to like that joke.
No, I love that.
Oh,
Ooh, that means
ooh.
good. He had butter and salt on that corn.
That was some yummy corn. I wouldn't have thought of that. What do you say, Venus? Was it
I,
enough corn on there for you?
I mean, it was corn. It was all about corn. I mean, if anything, that thing was popping some corn. Yeah, corn.
It was popping. All right, Santana, was that corny enough for a hashtag scarecrow?
You know it.
Funny man green. What about you?
Oh yeah, that was fun.
All right, Venus, all five of you gave up the hashtag scarecrow. So Insane is starting out with 5 points. Insane, you are in a good position to catch up with Jimmy George Hayes Jr. And you know, everybody in the audience, uh, a hashtag scarecrow in the audience counts for 5 points. So the first one up, Nacho Brian, is back in the house with a hashtag scarecrow for you. That is 5 points. Zach No Breaks Estrada joins us and he says Santana could make 4 months rent by selling the vowels out of her name. But no hashtag scarecrow. Nacho Brian comes back and says it's a big movie theater of popcorn. All right. And Victoria's Venus is doing double duty with the hashtag scarecrow on the screen and in the audience. So that's another 5 points. And then we have Awesome Crazy that says hashtag scarecrow joke so corny it's corn. All right. Um and Steven, you say caramel corny. So all right, well that's good. Let's go to the point keeper. How many points is that for insane?
I feel like, am I looking at five scarecrows? I feel like in the comments there's five.
Mm,
One,
I
two.
named all of them.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, let's see.
One,
Hold
What are
two.
on.
32 names? 49.
Nacho is one.
One.
You are two. Awesome Crazy is three. And that's it.
Okay, so
Agreed.
that's 15 plus 5. That gets him 20.
Plus the other 10,
Ooh,
15 kicker,
Jimmy George Hayes Jr., you're
45.
still, what did you count, Insane?
15 from a kicker, 10 from the first round, 5
No,
from,
no, no, no. This is just for
oh,
this
just it.
game.
Oh, thank
This is
goodness.
just for this game.
Never mind.
And you had 5 points because everybody in the studio gave you a point. And then you had three in the comments, and that's 15 plus five, that is 20.
All right.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr. has how many?
21.
All right. So still not enough to beat him. So now let's go on to Santana. Give us your corniest.
Man, this weather's been crazy. I don't know about y'all, but like yesterday, it rained and it was also a high of 90, so it was like nasty humid. And then today was a high of 85 and windy. So people keep trying to say that Mother Nature is bipolar. No, she's not bipolar. She's just going through menopause. Okay. That is how you can explain all the hot and cold flashes.
All right. Another corny joke. So let's see, but another long corny joke. So, Venus, did that work for you? Was there corn on the cob?
I don't want to come across as a hater. I also don't have experience with menopause, but I don't really feel like that was corny enough for me to pull out my corn head.
No corn.
No.
Okay. Joey Lee, was there enough corn on that cob for you?
I remember when I did the first time we did it, I just did one of my jokes, and you guys said, "Oh no, 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 corny has a certain form to it, you know, short, it's got a certain." And that didn't have that form, so that was more like a stand-up joke versus a corny joke, if there is
Yeah,
such a thing.
I would think so too. All right, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., you're a fan of Miss Santana. So was there enough corn on that cob for you?
I'm kind of with Joy. That's more so for public consumption, and she was spitting facts. I give her that. But on the corn side, I took a nibble.
is is that a hashtag or what?
Yeah, I tasted the corn. I'm gonna go ahead and give her a hashtag.
Okay, so you tasted the
Yeah, I
corn.
tasted it.
All right, insane. It was that corny enough for you?
It lost me somewhere along the third word, like the other game. I would have shortened it to Mother Nature's not sure what she's doing. I think she's in menopause and becoming grandma nature. Or something stupid like that.
Yeah, we'll have to work on it.
You got my joke.
Funny Man Green. Uh Corny enough, and I know you are a fan.
Hey, they said happy wife, happy life. So I'm gonna give it a hashtag scarecrow.
I love it. All right. Well, Santana, you got 2 points. Two scarecrows from your comedic cast. And every hashtag scarecrow in the comment section counts as five. So we are going to start at YouTube user who gave herself, I think, a hashtag scarecrow twice actually.
It's
Um
glitchy. I don't.
only outed yourself by the picture. Other than that, I would have totally thought it was two different people.
That looks like me.
Well, same purple background, same dress, same hair. No, I'm talking about the person is the same. I don't know if it's you or not, but definitely YouTube user. Both of those are the same people. So, but you get 5 points. 5 points. And then Stephen Sane said, crows scared. But Awesome Crazy said hashtag Scarecrow because I like Santana more than Carlos. So that is another hashtag Scarecrow for you. And then coming in at the end, comedian Jay Watch gave you a hashtag Scarecrow. So
Thank
that is 15 plus 2 equals 17, which is not enough to knock Jimmy George Hayes Jr. off his throne. Okay, Jimmy, you only got one more person. All right, funny man Green, give us your corniest.
These guys think I'm the man because all these strippers left with me at the end of the club. Truth is, I used my food stamp card to pay for those lap dances. So they're following.
What?
Sorry, we've
Okay.
had a technical
Daddy,
difficulty.
Daddy,
You did not hear that.
what's a slap dance?
Well, I don't know. Ooh, this episode is really cutting edge on the PG-13 side. We have all got to watch our mouth and get it together.
That was porn, not corn.
You're sitting on Santa's lap.
Well, we definitely will judge it for what it is, Venus, um, with the current conversation. But still, was it corny enough for you? Unmute your mic.
It's the wrong show. So I'm going to have to disqualify that like they did when I had that game where I gave 4 options when we was only supposed to have 3.
Joey Lee, was there enough corn on there to save the?
I think the joke was good. It was just maybe a little bit over the top for our viewers.
Oh,
So I don't know
okay.
what you give it, a yes or a half or something.
Well, was it funny enough to overtake that and get a scarecrow, or no scarecrow from Joey?
I say scarecrow, but have to put an asterisk next to it.
An asterisk scarecrow. All right, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., what do you think? Was it corny enough for you and clean enough to at least make a point? I don't know.
Well, being that he didn't get to the end of the joke because we had to interrupt it for a national broadcast service announcement of Mr. Clean, I can't support it as a porn this time.
Insane. Was it corny enough for you, or did the clean aspect clip the corn?
I wasn't even sure what I was listening to anymore. After I heard the dance, it was over. So Waffle House, Pancake House, it doesn't matter where that happened. There was no
Uh,
corny.
Santana, this is your comedy husband. Are you gonna give him the corn or are you gonna give him the clip?
I mean, happy spouse, happy house. Isn't that what they say?
I've never heard that one before, but that's good.
So yeah,
Okay.
he had good intentions.
Okay. Well, is that at least 1 point?
Yeah.
Okay, that's at least 1 point, funny man Green. But you know that the people in the comment section,
There is nothing wrong with saying the word stripper.
I don't know.
I know a
But
2-year-old saying strippers.
you voted for yourself,
I know a
hashtag
4-year-old dad is a
scarecrow,
stripper.
and you said that boy is funny. So doing double duty, voting for yourself. So that's 5 points added to your one. That's six. And then you got Awesome Crazy here in the audience that gave you another hashtag scarecrow and said, I've never tried food stamps in a gentleman's club. Funny though. So not too bad. You got 10 along with your 1 point. And Nacho Bryan is out there laughing his head off.
Hey, y'all lucky I didn't tell.
God, okay, you got feedback coming in. All right, so what was that? 11 points
Yes.
for him. So oh, look at you, Jimmy George Hayes Jr. back on your throne as the king of the corn. Shout out to the Academy for the 5 points.
Thank you, Sauce in the City Late Night PG-13 comedy show for letting me reclaim the mantle of the corniest joke teller on Sunday night. Stay tuned, subscribe, and like.
I love it. You know, it when I play this game with other people, it just isn't corny. I'm like, no, the king of the corn ain't here. Y'all gotta hear this man's corny jokes.
Ah,
Uh, I definitely think you should do a Netflix special, King of the Corn. Uh, all right. So that was our corny joke harvest, and what fun we did have. Thank you guys who are all tuning in and commenting. That just makes it so much more fun to do. And shout out to Jimmy George Hayes Jr. Wait, you didn't do your little thing. Hold on. Let me go back here. Hold on. Yeah, you got to shout out to the Academy. Did you do that part? I didn't hear
Yeah,
that part.
we did.
yeah, I did.
Okay, just making sure, cuz like saying thank you is big for me. All right. We're going to jump to the spotlight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Talking about the spotlight,
Right.
y'all.
Thank you for
Y'all.
supporting our vision.
Yeah.
Y'all.
And again, I only have this one video that I know that has no cursing in it. So here y'all go. Hope y'all enjoy it one more time. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
December 6, 2020 was a great night. It was the night that I was able to go and finally get on that stage in Vegas. It's a night that everybody looks forward to. I think back of that, I think that of a famous quote, Las Vegas is a place you go to escape reality, but the reality is that what happens there will follow you for the rest of your life. And that is definitely true in my case, and I hope it is in yours as well. So many games, so much fun, so much time I got to spend with Brenda Brown and the rest of the crew. What we were doing was big, it was exciting, it was a lot of fun. What we didn't know was what Brenda Brown was working on behind the scenes to make a bigger stage for all of us. Brenda Brown had a vision to bring everything from the screen to the stage, and so Sauce in the City Live was born. From the pre-show promotions to the pre-stage bonding, so many comedians from all over the country gathered in one place, Las Vegas, all from the vision of one person. Brenda had a vision to take all the games that we played on screen and put them on the stage in Las Vegas. And Sauce in the City is still going strong today. This is the first annual comedy family reunion. Congratulations, Sauce in the City, for making it 4 years in service. Brenda believed it was important to give everybody the platform to shout out the people that truly inspire you. I'd like to take the time to shout out the people that truly inspired me during my stint with Sauce in the City. Jimmy Howell for introducing me to Sauce in the City. Charlie Mack for all the help behind the scenes. Darrell Hearns for the inspiration. Willie C. Smith, the Colorado comic, for his loyal support to the platform, Sauce in the City, and for all the guidance that he gives the newcomers. The very funny and amazingly talented Lisa Wood, and to the person that without none of this is possible, Miss Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child. A very special thank you to UBSN TV, Roku, The Artifice Las Vegas, Sarah, your bartender, and Morpheus provide the stage to make tonight possible. Congratulations, Sauce in the City. I can't wait to see what you do next.
And that was the spotlight. Whoa,
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 Mr.
whoa.
Clean,
Okay,
they're
not
not
watching
the
watching you. Careful.
spotlight, y'all.
yeah.
Do, do, do,
Word.
do.
Don't say
Mr.
stripper.
Clean, Mr. Clean,
All
always
right.
watching us.
Definitely love the backup. Always miss it when it's not there. Shout out to Jim Zachary Jr. Love the video. And if you guys want to be a part of the bunch, you guys can simply just comment on this video or you can inbox me your request. We're going to do things just a little bit different tonight. We're going to jump right into You Say Trivia, an interactive comedy trivia game. This is a game that is located inside of your comedy card game deck, and you can play this one at home with your own cast of friends, family, and fans. It is super simple. This is cast works together, so one vote takes all. If the cast is correct in guessing the correct answer, they win the 5 points. If the person asking the question manages to fool the cast, they get 5 points. Very simple. The questions will be asked in on any topic that you would like to ask on. Remember, this is PG-13, so let's go towards educational. A lot of education. Um, Anywho, it will be posed as a question with three answers, one being the correct answer. The cast will come together to decide one answer as a whole. Once they have figured out their answers, they will turn their cameras off and yell locked in, so that the question asker knows that everybody's locked in. All right, question askers, you can only do this 2 times. You ask the question once, give the answers, you repeat asking the question and giving the three answers. Once you have done this 2 times, you cannot answer any more questions. Matter of fact, go ahead and put your mic on mute so that it doesn't slip out. You guys out there in the audience, you guys can help our cast along by Googling the correct answer and posting it in the comment section. Or you can lead them astray so that they don't get points, depending on how they treated you today. All right, so I think that is it. This is such a simple portion that I always leave it in the hand of one of my trusty castmates. And I guess because Joey Lee just got back and I think he'd want to do it, I'll leave it in your hands, Joey Lee, and I'll be right back.
Okay, who would like to go first?
Can I go
Anybody?
first?
I think I got Venus first. Go ahead, tell us your joke, the three options, ABC, and then repeat that for the cast. And then the cast will have about 30 seconds to try to answer correctly or not. And then we'll check with Venus what the correct answer is. And then are we doing you have to do something part of it? I
You have
think.
to log it
Yeah.
in, turn your
Yeah.
camera off, and
Yeah.
then read it, and then we get our points.
If I may, I'd like to defer to Funny Man Green because I know he's got to get back to work. So I'd like to let him answer first.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Is he around?
Funny
Unless
Man
it's
Green, you're there, right? Okay. Well, if he's not there, I've got 3 songs that I wanted to ask if one of these doesn't belong to this artist group. LSG. The 3 songs I have in mind are Lessons Learned, For Free, or Bedroom Wars. Which one is not an LSG song? For Free, Bedroom Wars, or Lessons Learned?
Okay, Cash, you have 30 seconds to come up with an answer. And when you're all concluded, lock it in.
those answers seemed out of order to me.
I have no clue.
Thank you. But an LSG.
LSG is Levert, Keith Sweat, and who's the
Johnny
G?
Gill.
Okay,
Gill, Johnny Gill.
we'll
There
go
you
with
go.
B because I have no clue.
B.
Look it in.
What's
B.
the B? What was the B? Lock it in for me.
Sure.
Okay, we got everybody locked in, I believe. So go ahead and tell us the correct answer. The cast said B, which was which one?
You're
B
still
to mine.
We can't hear you.
I said I switched the order of the songs because I didn't A, B, or C it. I said for free, bedroom wars, or lessons learned were the three questions. But if everybody defers to B, then they're probably thinking the first time I ran it, which was bedroom wars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bedroom wars it is. Okay, go ahead. Tell us the correct answer.
The correct answer is bedroom wars.
All right.
Okay.
So we all get points.
So you all get a point, right?
Except for me.
5.
Except for you.
Except for me.
All right. And then we just go around and do it again, right? We don't have people do a challenge or anything.
That's correct.
Next person.
Okay. All right. Who'd like to go next? Funny Man Green around yet?
I think he had to go.
Okay.
He wanted to go first. So
Let's see. Who would like to go next? Anybody? Any volunteers?
Choice. I could do this.
Insane.
I'll go. Who was not in the movie Silver Streak? Was it 1, Richard Pryor, 2, Gene Hackman, 3, Gene Wilder? Who was not in the movie Silver Streak? 1, Richard Pryor, 2, Gene Hackman, 3, Gene Wilder.
Okay, I know the answer, but I'm not loud, right?
That's easy.
You can play if you want.
Okay.
But
Well, you got 30 seconds. One.
Hackman.
I think it was Gene Hackman. Yeah.
Hackman.
I'm going to agree with you. I'll take Hackman.
Gene Hackman. Locking it in.
He was not in that movie. Take the points and have a nice day.
Okay. Yes.
Hey.
Silver Streak was Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor. Yep.
Right.
Classic.
Okay. Who has to see? John? Is it? How about Jimmy next? And then we'll finish with Santana.
Okay.
All right. Out of the 3 animals I'm going to name, tell me which one is the fastest. Golden eagle, cheetah, or swordfish?
I think it's a
Again,
cheetah.
what animal is the fastest? Golden eagle, cheetah, or swordfish?
I think
Okay. Class, did you get that?
Yeah.
Okay. You got 30 seconds.
I think it's a cheetah, but
I'm going to lock in cheetah with the Santana.
Definitely the bird.
You think it's the bird?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, everybody's locked in. What is the answer? Or what's the cast answer?
The cat said cheetah and then insane deferred to the bird. And the correct
Okay, so as
answer
the
is
cast,
the golden
it
eagle.
was-
Oh, so he's the only one that got the points.
The golden eagle is the fastest.
Oh, okay. Is a golden eagle an animal or is it a bird?
It's a bird. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
It can
All
dive
right,
at
and
100.
Santana,
All right.
you're next. I don't know if I get a turn, but
All right.
It's
You
fine.
can if you want.
ahead.
Okay. So there's a very famous dish at Filipino gatherings. It's called pancit, which is long, skinny, like ice noodles with various other lemon juice, chicken, veggies. Anyway, it is believed to do what? Eating pancit is believed to A, provide long life, B, provide good digestion, or C, provide fertility. So in the Filipino culture, eating pancit is believed to A, bring long life, B, good digestion, or C, fertility.
Okay, Cass, you got 30 seconds. Go.
I would be guessing. So, anybody know?
I'm going with
I'm
B.
definitely only going to be able to guess, but it better not be that fertility mess. Don't nobody need none of that over here.
Okay. So it's not fertility. So is it long life or what's the other one?
I
Good
think they
digestion.
probably are doing
I'm
it just
going
Okay.
for
with good
fertility.
digestion based on the sound of the word. It's easy. Okay. Yeah.
So what? So which one is the wrong answer then?
Oh, we have to lock things in here.
I think that fertility one
Fertility.
is gonna be what it does do. I
Oh,
feel like it does do that. I think eating food in general could provide long life. And
sounds like a heavy meal though. It's maybe
I would
I
say
don't know.
fertility too.
Yeah, I feel like you'd give something named Pansett to somebody who's trying to make babies.
ten
So
something.
digestion.
Probably
Let's go with digestion.
digestion.
Yeah. What the heck?
Okay,
Your time.
hurry up and lock it in.
I'm gonna go with the
Uh,
fertility just because I don't wanna.
All right.
Okay, what is the correct answer?
Long life.
Long life.
We
Yes.
all wrong.
We were all wrong for that. So
Womp womp.
that means that Santana gets points.
Yeah.
5
Yep.
points. Fooled us all. Your
Okay,
pants.
Womp.
we got time for one more. Mine?
Sure.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mission.
which of the kings did not visit Jesus when he was born?
The first one.
Well, I'm going to give you three answers. What? Okay, the answers are Melchior, Balthazar, or none of the above. So, which of the kings did not visit Jesus on his birth?
I'm gonna log in.
Melchior,
I'm gonna lock in none
Balthazar,
of the
or
above.
none of the above?
None of the above.
Uh,
Final answer.
I'll go, I'll go with none of the above too.
Sounds good. Lock it
Okay,
in.
we got the Jewish scholar. Okay, so what was the cast vote?
None of the above.
None of the above.
No,
Oh, you're correct.
All right.
Do you know why?
Hey!
All right.
Do you know why?
no.
Bye.
There was wise men visiting Jesus upon his birth.
Actually, the wise men did not come until Jesus was about 2 years old. So not at his birth. They came at 2 years.
And they didn't.
That's why Herod had all the children that were 2 years old and younger slaughtered,
I'm, I'm not a
trying to.
fan of how I've been misled my entire life now. I feel like they said that they were knocking on the door to get a place to stay. Ended up staying in a manger because everybody put him away. She had the baby in the barn, and the wise men followed the North Star there. That's what I thought happened.
Right, but that was actually in the Bible. It was 2 years later, not at the birth of Jesus. That was the key. And you guys got
Nah.
it. None of the above.
Bye
Nobody.
for all of us.
Everyone knows Jesus was born at the B'nai B'rith Hospital in Jerusalem.
Well, that
Okay.
wasn't built yet.
It was built. Anyway.
I am just.
Okay,
Um,
let's
are
do
you?
that one where we do the three words again.
Well, I'm glad that you like the game because yes, we will do some more of it until we nail it down because it got a high enough grade, right? Landed at a B, so that means we can work on it and develop it and maybe even get it into a deck of cards. She's a wild one, so I don't know. But it sounds like you guys have all asked your trivia questions and we've all come to the end of this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just want to try something just because I saw it on the show and I thought it looked pretty funny. Um, actually, this show is called mm, Quiz Balls or Balls with Quiz Balls. Quizzes with Quiz Balls. And it comes on like I think it's like ABC or something. But I thought it was kind of funny that when or if you pick the wrong answer, you were the one that the ball it hits you and it knocks you into the water. So I thought, how would I play this with my comedian friends online? Right? That's how all games are born for me. I always think, how can I play this with my friends online? So we're going to play our own version of quiz balls. And what's going to happen is I'm going to uh, give you one of the questions that I posted on my page, and I am going to read to you guys one, two, three, four, five, six answers. One of the answers is what I said. You can only pick one answer. Okay. And once you pick that answer, nobody else can pick it. All right. And only one of the things is what I said. Right. And if you happen to land on what I said, you get 10 points. If you just manage to stay on the screen, um you wait a minute. No, how did I plan this? No. Oh, you have to pick the ones that I didn't say. That's right. You guys have to pick everything that I didn't say. If you land on the thing that I did say, you're out. Got me? Okay. Yes, that's
Okay.
the way I planned it. So now, because I got like a lot of cool answers um on my page with all these people who come by and commentate and put answers down. So this one was, name an old school rapper that kids today never heard of. All right, remember, 7 answers on the board. Only one of them I said. Okay? All right, here we go. We got a LL Cool J, Big Daddy Kane, Ice J Fish, PM Don, Grandmaster Cash, Steady B, and my favorite, Rakim. So which one did I say?
Well, you just said that last one was your favorite, so I think you said that one.
Okay, you take that one.
Too
All
obvious.
right. So now the answers, which one will you take, Joey Lee? Which one did I say? Was it hold on, let me go back
LL
up.
Cool J.
What
LL
LL
Cool
Cool
J.
J? You know what? He is my favorite rapper, and I actually won tickets off the radio station to go and see him in concert, and it was awesome. All right, Jimmy, which one did I say? Was
So
it
are we supposed to be picking the one where you think you said or the one that you didn't say?
the one that I didn't say? You're supposed to pick the thing that I did not say.
I would say the one with cash in the name.
Yeah, I couldn't even pronounce that one. Grandmaster Cash.
Cash. Yes.
Anybody know who that? Okay.
I know
Maybe.
Grandmaster Flash, but I
I
don't
know
know
He
Cash.
Grandmaster
fought Bruce
Flash.
Lee, I think.
Okay. Santana. You have Steady B and Ice J Fish.
Sure, let's go with that one.
Ice J Fish. Hmm, block. Okay, insane.
I feel like we're playing that three-word game again.
I know, right?
I was gonna go with Grandmaster Flash, but that's not what you said. So I LL Cool J taken. I'm so lost right now. It's just Run DMC
Me
with my
too.
Adidas.
Because I
Yeah.
what I want to do is I want y'all to pick the thing that I didn't say. I only said one of these things. And I think
Oh, okay. I thought you meant which is the one kids wouldn't know today. Kids today
you
would
know what?
know.
It doesn't matter. We've made it to like the end of the show. We'll pick that up later because I wanted to spend some time talking with you guys um about our friend Zach Bader. Remember, I told you in the green room that we would be discussing Jack Bader live because a live vote is a true vote. So, in this, we're going to make everything a game, right? Because that's what we do around here. Blind with the information that you have, and also knowing that he is awesome, crazy out in the audience, and he, I don't know, they started naming names. He said Method Man. Comedian Jay Watch said Ice J Fish. Nacho Bryan threw out a cool, what is that?
Cool G Rap
Cool
and
G Rap
Polo.
and Polo. So everybody was into it, even though they had no flipping idea what I'm talking about. You guys were into it, having no idea what I'm talking about. And that's what it takes to be on this show, is to be willing to play the games and figure things out as we go along, right? Also, the job of the show is to make up games. Shout out to Venus over there for bringing her game of say it again.
As the story goes,
As the story goes. And it sounds like a soap opera to me. So I was all down with it when she put it in my inbox, right? Um but that's also another element of the show, is to make up games that nobody is playing, that has never been played before, and then playing them and bringing them to market, right? On the game decks, or in the game decks, I should say, right? Also, another attribute of a Sauce in the City is to be able to stand on stage one day with Jimmy, George Hayes Jr., and Joey Lee, and Funny Man Green, and Insane, and Venus, and Jay Watch, and anybody else, that Phil Page, that pulls up, in our studio or is a part of our cast, right? So, with that plea in mind, I'm going to ask you guys on the count of three to turn your cameras off if you do not think that Zach Bader can get to this place in what we have of, or what we have left of season three. So your choices are resubmit in season four, no, or yes. So you three choices, okay?
Well,
But
we
on
got one button though, either on or off. How do we make three
correct.
choices?
You make one choice. If you turn your cameras off, that's a no. That's a no, no excuse, no way, no how. Ain't gonna happen. Shut it down. If you leave your cameras on, it's open to discussion. Does that make sense? And the discussion is either yes, I think he'll grow into it, or um resubmit in season four and just kind of watch the show a little bit more to figure out what's going on, or anything else that you guys can think of. But definitely a resubmit in season four. You know how Simon Cowell tells people on American Idol, he'd be like, oh, you're so close, but resubmit next year, right?
Uh-huh.
So think of this show and this situation such as that. On the count of three, no or yes, or could use some consideration. If it's no, turn your cameras off. One, two, three. All right. We got one solid no, and I want to hear why. Joey Lee, camera on.
Well, I'm going with the assumption that you did contact him and said, "Hey, you could be on the show tonight," but he obviously didn't show up. So if he doesn't show up, then he's doesn't appear to be that interested.
Mm, no, we did not invite him. We all decided you were talking to Lily, so you're excused
Oh,
from this
sorry.
part of the conversation because newlyweds are like that. Shout out to Lily. Anyway, no, we decided to have this discussion instead.
Okay.
And in
Can
the
I revote?
yeah, well, we're gonna, yeah, yes, you can. You and I are talking now because you turned your screen off, and it's only because you didn't understand what was going on. So we'll try it again.
Okay.
All right. So a little bit more information. We are on episode number, let me see, wait for it. Episode 11 of 39 episodes that we are going to do for this season. Do you think we have enough time? If you think no, turn your screens off at the count of three. One, two, three. Joy Lee, like I'm sticking to my vote. All right. Let's go around him. Stick there, Joy Lee. Venus. You left your camera on. Explain to me why and what's up.
I was torn, but I'm kind of new myself, and I know that I'm still learning. So I'm trusting that Zach is also still learning and has already learned that there's certain things that have been pointed out that he might not want to do, and I'd like to hope that you know he could just do better and lower.
Hmm. Okay, so you have faith in the process. All right. Let's see. Jimmy George Hayes Jr. A live vote is a true vote, so you left your camera on. Let me and Zach know.
I'm all about second chances, and I've only had the opportunity to see him once. So I know some others have been able to see him more than one time, and I'm all about redemption. So I think we should give him another opportunity. It might be resubmitting in the next season, but I'm all about majority wins.
Okay, I love it. Fair. I just looked at you as like on the Supreme Court. All right, that sounded good. Insane. You left your camera on in support of our boy Zach. Tell me what you thinking.
I'm just thinking, maybe he'll do better the third time, come a little more prepared for potentially having to do 3 minutes of something funny. Toward the end, he warmed up, and like every new contestant, you get a little lost, and you have no clue what the host is talking about rules. And oh, that was me. Um,
At one point in time, it was all of you. So so I don't, really blame him there. So I'm with you. Santana, you left your screen on in support. Let us know.
Same way, I'm kind of a newbie, and it didn't take me that long to catch on, I don't think. And I think that if he just has enough people believing in him, that he just might actually get up off that bed. Just maybe.
Just maybe you
Hmm.
think.
Hmm.
Okay. Jay Watch is skid into home plate, and I don't know how much you've heard of this, but we are speaking about Zach Bader, and him being able to rejoin the show. So you're just coming. So what are your thoughts? None. No
Mm.
thoughts. Okay. Well. Any thoughts? Anything?
You want me to go again?
No, Jay Watch. I'm
Okay.
trying to get him to speak. I don't know if he can hear me, but um
I think his mama taught him not
yeah, well Joey Lee, camera on.
to
You
get over
stuck
18.
with your answer of no and just let us know why.
Well, um, one of the things that comedians, they drill into our heads over and over in places like the World Series is that, it's 90% business, 10% laughs. And the comedians that can get along with people, work with people, are easy to get along with, and also talented, make it. And the ones that are just hard to work with and things like that don't. The fact of the matter is there's way more comedians than there is jobs. So if a person just is hard to work with, they're just not going to make it. So maybe this is a wake up call to him. Hey, you're not invited to this anymore. And if that person gets it and changes, they have a chance of making it. But if you keep giving them passes, you know, maybe they won't change.
Hmm. Oh, well, that was deep. All right. I'm not sure where Jay Watch is, and
Can you hear me now?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
we can hear you now.
Okay, so yeah, sorry, it was on Bluetooth. My mom is next door, and I'm in New York City. She's sleeping, she'll kill me. So I'm talking real low. Okay, I
Okay.
like Zach Bader's energy and his on screen energy. I think his off screen should matches on screen as support of the show, and not be so baggy. That's not attractive in any circumstance of being mean, Becky. We don't do that. You gotta be more confident in yourself and little bit more secure. Um, that's how I feel about that.
Okay. I'm one that I'm always down for a person who wants to be a part of the show. I don't get that very often, right? Like usually I'm the one, please come on, come on. You want to be over here, come on. And for someone to want to hang around you guys and want to be a part of what we're building, that says a lot for me. That is the only reason that I am still bringing it up, right? Because you know how I feel about most people. Once I get them out my vision or out my mind, there they go, right? Like, I'm like, all right, see you later, on to the next. But Zach Bader won't allow me to go on to the next, not without reconsidering seriously his position. Yeah.
You know what? I just thought I like him actually because he's never been disrespectful, and that's pretty good. Like even in adversity and us, give him evaluation in real time, even off the show. He's been very acceptance of the advice, and I appreciate that as a human being.
Hmm. Yep. And although Joey Lee, I am definitely, your words are resounding in my soul, which is um the business part, right? So we have finally got to the business part, and I don't know if I have it in me to go back all the way to season 1, episode 1, and walk someone all the way hand in hand, all the way up to what we're doing now, especially when they won't let me talk. Right? Like I can't show you the way, I can't tell you what we're doing if you're constantly telling me what I should be doing. or what you would rather be doing, right? Neither one of those make me go, oh yeah, let me invite this person to the show, right? I no longer want what I coined in the green room as screen monkeys. I don't want no more of them, right? I want everybody to treat my show the same way that you would treat a show that you are out there holding a mic in your hand. If you can't treat my show that way, then stay away from it. Because I just don't want to start over. Right? But I truthfully believe that if a person wants to be here, woo, something in my soul is saying, okay, Brenda, you don't want to pass up the next Jack Black because you were over here being a menace to society. So
Jack Black is an Eagle Scout. So even that's not a good analogy. If he's an Eagle Scout, he knows how to behave.
he just doesn't then. But
I mean,
I
he's
don't know.
wild as a character, but he's you know again
Well,
again I have to put an asterisk because I've never seen the guy, but from what you described, it sounds like it's kind of habitual versus oh, I'm sorry, I just made a mistake. Excuse me.
yeah,
I
it
won't do it
is a
again.
right. It is a definite screen monkey moment. Like it brings up PTSD moments of Damien and Willie C. Smith and all the other ones that come before them. And I just don't think I want another one. But if he can learn and blend and take and absorb what's going on before he tells me what we should be doing, then I think I can, you know, open up my arms because his energy is second to none. It is a spark. It's just I'm tired of him burning down the show with his spark. I want more of a warm flame, you know?
Of
like
course.
like I don't want click poof. Like, what happened? What happened? And also, I plan to have other awesome comedians on the show. That's what's happening in the upcoming versions. And I need control of the show in order to be able to usher new people in. And I can't do that when I'm trying to control the screen monkeys because I don't want to be known as a raging, you know what, because I can't say it on this episode, but you get my point.
Raging Bull.
Yes, raging bull.
Jake LaMotta.
Or
Jake
whatever
LaMotta.
sound they make. Um, so now we'll vote again after we've talked, and then this is the ending point. It's either we let them in or block city, and we move on to the next person because we do have a newbie. Fingers crossed on Wednesday. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, Zach, I'm sorry. I done talked you out of votes. Dang it. My fault.
That's half and
um,
half. Let
oh,
half of them on. Bottom or top.
you guys are terrible.
Tell me the top is funnier than the bottom.
I should make you guys like give me 60 seconds each. Ooh, that is just a great idea. Okay, so of the screens that are on, pick one of you guys to give me 60 seconds to defend Mr. Bader's return.
I mean, I'm willing to do it.
Okay, I like it. Put your hand up. Um 60 seconds on the clock, and it does not have to be jokes, but for the love of the end of this show, rest of the cast.
Let it be funny.
Make it funny.
I'm
Make
gonna
it
try.
clear. What should we do?
I mean, like, are we seeing the comments here? He's like, I promise I'll be good, please. And like, I don't know. I relate to that because like he has good intentions and all. And it's like you said, he is funny. And he's just gotta someone's got to work with him. I mean, I can try to talk to him behind the scenes or message him or whatever, you know. Nacho messages me randomly about stuff. I can message him too. And like I think he's got the potential and I think he's got the funny and he's just got to, just got to get molded a little bit, like you've been so patient with me. Well, here I am being all moldy and stuff, putting where it belongs. So, I don't know
All
how
right.
funny that was, but oh yeah, the other thing that he did that was really cool was when you let him run the trivia and he was all, the floor is yours. And just like he flowed that really, really well. He did that good.
Okay.
So
I see heads are shaking. So, all right, people with the screens off, pick one person to give me 60 seconds. Who's it going to be?
I'm gonna let somebody else talk. I think you heard my point. I'll just add that. Oops. Oh, I just add that. You know, I don't hang around Jimmy and guys like Phil and uh, they are funny guys, but what's more important to me is they're men of integrity, and that's why I'm around them. I don't like hanging around people who don't have integrity. It's just they don't want to change, and I don't want to be around them. So until they got to figure out how to get better themselves.
All right. Well, screens on, everybody. Um, I'm still left with a quandary. Uh, but what I'm going to say is that because he says I got integrity, Joey. I can be changed. Oh, all right, Joey
Um,
Lee, camera on. Yeah, I just want to like get these points out because I do understand wanting to be a part of it. But what I really wanted to happen by us all talking about this was for him to see the importance of the show to you guys and your time, right? The time that you guys donate to the show should not be taken lightly. So I wanted him to see who he's affecting when these things happen. So we may give it another try. I'll sleep on it and pray on it since we split the screen. And in the just grand old fashion, we are going to shout out, but we're not going to do it individually. I'm going to give you guys the next 15 minutes at, to collectively catch up with one another and give your shout outs. Yeah? And go.
okay.
Hey y'all.
hey Jimmy, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hey, Jay Watts, Santana, Venus, and Insane. I'm looking to come your way. So keep the door open, keep the pot hot for me. And if you want to come to the Washington D.C. area, come hang out. And for those out in the chat land, hey, I'm accessible. Reach out. Much
Yeah,
love.
he's telling the truth. What he said he'll do.
Jimmy George, bring that head with. Come on, brother. I need you. I need some
I
more.
got
I need some more brothers with me. It's hard out here, man. It's hard.
Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope that you guys are liking and subscribing to stream so that way you don't have to miss out and get lost in the sauce.
there you go. Look at you
Hey,
spitting
I
balls.
didn't see Matt Tibney. What happened to him?
I don't
He got
know.
lost in the sauce.
I guess so.
He asked me to friend him. I said okay, and then now he's not. I guess I drove him off
And
the
he
show.
ghosts you, right? Friend
I
me.
guess.
Ghost
Jeez.
you. He's a busy man.
So please don't make fun of this pink room. If you see it's a pink room, it's my sister's room, and she's no longer here. And I went to see my mom in New York City for her birthday, and I'm stuck
Yeah.
here right now. So I am lost in the city for real.
You're stuck in the
I'm
city.
lost in the city. I
You're
can't get
stuck.
out.
I was almost late to the show because I was on my way home from the Renaissance Festival, and my bestie that came with me, she didn't get off work until a half an hour, or she didn't make it back to the car like half an hour later than I had anticipated. And then we had to stop to get food, and we couldn't just take it on the road. We had to sit down and eat it, and I'm like, ugh. So it's not my fault. I was late this time.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you guys. Can you do me a favor? Would it be cool if you guys just say happy birthday to my mom? Her name is Sharon, and I can play that back for her on the feed later.
Should we
Okay.
sing it?
Oh, no, sing it or just say it. I don't know.
You
Either
can
way,
sing
it
it.
don't
I'm
matter.
not trying to ruin no birthday song.
Aw.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Sharon.
Happy birthday, Miss Sharon.
Thank
Happy
you, guys.
birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sharon. Happy birthday. That's not how it goes, but I'm just like,
Happy
She turned
birthday
62.
to
She
you,
turned 60.
31.
Sharon.
Oh,
Happy
same age as me, so I could be
birthday
your dad.
to
Wow.
you.
Okay.
What's your name? Is it
Sharon.
Sharon? Happy
Only
birthday.
PG's, Batman.
Happy birthday, Sharon. Happy birthday. Happy
Sharon, your
Sing,
birthday
birthday.
Joey. It's time. Go
to
ahead, Joey.
you.
Happy birthday to you.
There, she got an
Happy
original.
birthday to
Don't
you.
do the same one
Jazzy.
twice.
Happy birthday.
I did my dance. That's what I got.
Happy
In the
birthday.
shoulders. Hold in the shoulders.
Birthday dance.
I'm wearing my red hat.
Red hats are trying to raise the age of Social Security, but Sharon and I don't like that. I'm trying to lower it. That red hat can get flamed up and thrown in the air.
It was red. It is red. Oh,
You
he's
wear that in the
changing
wrong
it to
part of New
Mario.
York. Yeah, don't wear that in New York. Don't wear
It's
the
kind of
blue,
short
the red.
notice, but I made your mama cake.
How many points do I have?
Oh, yeah.
I think I have 52 points. And
I
my
like
shout
it.
out to Zach for his third return and just follow the game. Brenda, I think you should do it this way, and we should all no. We can't do that. Brenda has her plan. Puppets. I mean, monkeys. What did she say? Green monkeys. Anybody? Somebody want to take the stage? Please take this mic away from me. It's dangerous.
My game master, I guess, for default, I'm gonna give it to Jimmy George. Because I love him. I'm biased today. What do you call it? Point score 0.0. Big energy. And shout out to you guys. It's been a long week. Missed you. Glad to see you. I feel better. I'm a lot of stress, but I'm less stressed because you guys are here. So thank you. Shout out to Brandon Brown and Salt Lake City and chats, online, offline. You already know.
Glad to have you, man. Glad to have you.
Uh-oh.
God bless America.
Next.
I might have pushed too many buttons and I might lose you. So I don't mean to, but just in case.
Push too many
It's not a
buttons.
booty call this time.
Who's your
I
shout
don't
out?
know.
Did you say goody
My
call?
laptop doesn't.
No. The duty calls. The game.
Yeah.
Like
Duty
Google.
calls. That's what she said. Duty calls.
I gotta clear my ears
Not
out.
this time.
Who has
Duty.
the most points? Who cares?
That plays good in
I think Insane got the most
Where-
points if he got the kicker right.
Yeah, Insane gets 15 points with the kicker.
Oh, I even got here. Counts with 52, but who's I'll take a deck of cards. That always helps.
Who next for the shout out? I think Everybody good already? No.
Mm,
Yeah.
Um.
Shout out to Zach.
Yes,
Shout out
anyone
to
ready?
Funny Man Green who shuffles work and getting points, which is bad at work, and it's like golf. His job. You can't
I
get
guess,
points.
yeah. I'll do Venus for the game master because you're like keeping score and inventing games and commenting and stuff and everything.
Doing shorthand duty. She doing it all.
Game Master, yeah. Definitely Venus for the 3 word. I think it should progress after a round or two to 4 words, and it gets harder.
You
And
know
then
what? That sounds impressive. We should really think about that.
a
Hmm.
progressive. You know, by the
Three to
5th word,
4
you're just tongue tied, and I have nothing to say.
words.
I
Yeah,
like
that's 5 words. You still can't use it, even if you just progress to
still
4.
can't use it. That's 5 words too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Womp womp.
it was
Now,
fun.
maybe if we go from 3 and then skip to 5, that'd be like that would enhance the game if we just didn't just add 1 word. It might be 3 to 5. I don't know. I'll tweak it a little bit and see what we come up with.
4 words. Four is a good number.
I can name that tune in 2 words.
I guess one of my favorite games growing up was fill in the blank and what's my line. So like that.
Yeah.
Will the real John Anderson please stand up?
that
You know,
sounds like the Mac
my favorite game was either
We have
3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else.
Mm,
And I just remember the something else's that we used to come up with was
We're really creative.
were really crazy. So that definitely is one that we may bring back. But it sounds like everybody's got their shout outs out of the way. Am I correct?
Yes.
I'll give mine real quick. Shout out. Let's see. Oh, this coming Friday be the third installment of Joey Lee's Cracking Up for a Cause. Headlining is Shay Freeman, who has made the top 3 of the World Series of Comedy. Super nice guy, very funny. Um, I'm also selling not only tickets to the venue, but also streaming. So if you would like to watch, cost you $5. You can watch on your TV set. And remember, it's all for a good cause. The Fort Wayne Food Bank.
Yeah, and right now we totally need help with the food situation. Hopefully you guys out there in the Washington DC, Chicago, Oregon areas and Michigan and any place else that San Diego, LA, all of these places, please stay safe with yourselves. And I pray that I want to shout out actually all 7 million of y'all that was out there. Because I know I was supposed to like stay at home from work and I was supposed to, put my fist in the air and all of that. But my rent is very much an issue. And so I appreciate y'all for getting out there, and I shared every one of the posts. I'm just saying, I did my part. I think I spent like 3 hours just post, share. So hopefully, you know, I did my part. But shout out to you guys for also giving Zach Bader kind of some pointers. I know people out there in the world think that by saying yes or no or resubmit next time or whatever is mean. But as Joey Lee just said, how many times did you submit to the World Series of Comedy before it happened for you?
2.
Okay, so
And I
Zach,
didn't get very far, but I got further than I did the previous year. So it's, there's a lot of great comedians out there.
yes, and being
And
able, it seems to just slip on this show makes people devalue it a little bit, right? So they're like, oh, I can just get on her show anytime. I can just blow off her show anytime. It's okay. And I want y'all to know it is not okay. Um, just like your comedy careers are your babies and your shows that you produce are, you don't want people blowing those off, is the same way that I feel about every episode. Just because it's easier to get to and easier to do, and I have a bigger heart than most, doesn't mean that it's less valuable than an open mic. So if that's what you'd rather do, please go for it, because I want to put people on stages with Jimmy and Joey and Insane and Jay Watch and Venus and Santana that can rise to the occasion, not sink the whole ship to the bottom of Atlantis. So, um, with that being said, shout out to all of y'all and especially you three. Like, I swear to God, this is like just my favorite picture. I'm gonna look for the one with the four of you. So shout out to Phil Page, but I thought one of you was missing, and I thought that this was the most complete picture, because I think I was right, because all three of you were on the show tonight. So shout out to you, Joey Lee, Funny Man Green, and Jimmy George Hayes, Phil Page, Phil Strickland. Let me think. Oh, Venus and Insane and Jay Watch, for all providing a space for your Sauce in the City brothers and sisters and cousins and uncles and aunts and TTs and all the rest. It does my heart good to know that you guys take care of each other when you guys are in each other's vicinity. That's what this show is about. I don't know what other shows are and what they do over there, but this show over here, we want to make sure everybody that pulls up to the table eats. Not just one person, everybody. And if I can't afford you, then you got some choices, right? Of people that can afford you. So work together, make the shows better. And 6 mics, 1 hour, lots of laughs was what I promised everybody from the beginning. Everything else is a what, cream on the cake or icing on the cake. There you go. So Zach, if you're lucky enough to join these six again, one piece of advice for him, and then we gotta go. If he's ever lucky enough to join you guys again, one piece of advice. Venus, is she frozen? Unmute your mic.
Put it on the wrong screen. My bad. One piece of valuable advice I'd say is pay attention to the instructions. That's how we usually mess up.
I know, right? But that game you had tonight was great. All right, one piece of advice, Joey Lee, if he's lucky enough to grace the screen again with you guys.
Well, I think sometimes comedians think that there's a different standard than, say, a regular job working wherever. But it's really not true. If you acted the way you do in comedy at a job, at a like where David is doing, or other people work for a living, you probably wouldn't work there very long. So just keep that in mind. How you conduct yourself in a regular job is pretty much the same as how you should conduct yourself as a comedian.
I love it. Jimmy George Hayes Jr., if he's lucky enough to get back on this screen, one word of advice.
One word of advice is be humble and ride that wave. Be a teammate.
I love it. Insane, one word of advice.
Sauce in the City, late night comedy game show. Gotta play the game. Not about you, about the game.
Loving it. Santana, one word of advice.
Just be patient and trust the process because, yeah, we all get a chance. We all get a turn to, say our piece and speak our mind and do our thing, but like incrementally. It's like Insane said, it's not all about one person. It's all us collectively hee-hawing together and ricocheting off of each other.
That's so sweet. I love that. Hopefully, Insane will cut that one for me. Jay Watch, one piece of advice if he's lucky enough to get back on the screen.
Um, read the room all the time and be aware of your surroundings and your castmates and whoever is around you. That's for life, period. read the room everywhere you go and know what's happening around you and stay aware and awake. Who am I talking about? Awake.
That is funny. All right, you guys. This is the end of the road. My shout outs go to all of you that are tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond. Thank you guys for 6.5 years of awesome, awesome funny. And yeah, thank you guys for all tuning in and hanging in there with us. We will bid you a farewell. Catch us again on Wednesday. We may have a newbie on the stream. Fingers crossed, toes and booty cheeks. I think I can I say that? I don't know. I'm gonna have to get it together. Good night.
Butthole lap dance.
Here we go. You know what? I know. Sauce in the City is my favorite show. I know, yes. Brenda is my girl, don't you know?